The Zaphirian War Council had convened for the third time in a standard galactic cycle, their obsidian chambers echoing with the clicking of mandibles and the hiss of atmospheric processors. For 12,000 years they had ruled the Outer Rim with absolute authority, their bioships consuming entire civilizations like cosmic locusts. The humans continue their expansion, rasped War Prime Vexithara, her 6 eyes focusing on the holographic display. Red dots marked human colonies spreading across previously Zaphirian territory like an infection. They ignore our warning broadcasts. They ignore our demonstration fleets. Commander Adnan Chen stood on the bridge of the UES Defiance, watching the same tactical display from humanity's perspective. The 26-year-old had never expected to find himself leading the largest human fleet ever assembled. But the galaxy had a way of thrusting responsibility onto those who could bear it. "Sir, we're receiving another surrender demand from the Zaphirian fleet," reported Lieutenant Nehal Kadir from the communication station. Her fingers danced across the quantum-encrypted channels, her dark eyes reflecting the blue glow of the displays. Same terms as before: complete withdrawal from the Kepler sector and submission to their imperial authority. Adnan's jaw tightened. 3 months ago, the Zaphirians had made their intentions clear by glassing the agricultural world of New Lahore, home to 2 million colonists. They'd broadcast the destruction across human space as a warning, expecting immediate capitulation. They had fundamentally misunderstood their enemy. "Open a channel to the fleet," Adnan ordered. Around the Defiance, 300 human vessels hung in space. Everything from massive dreadnoughts to converted mining ships bristling with improvised weapons. It wasn't the largest fleet in the galaxy, but it was uniquely human in its chaotic diversity. "This is Admiral Chen to all vessels," he began, his voice carrying across the quantum link to every human ship in the sector. "The Zaphirians believe they've already won. They've spent 12 millennia conquering species that surrendered after the first demonstration of force. They cannot comprehend a species that grows stronger under pressure." On the Zaphirian flagship, War Prime Vexithara studied the human formations with growing confusion. Their ships lacked the elegant uniformity of proper military vessels. Some appeared to be civilian craft hastily converted for warfare. Others bore scars from previous battles yet remained operational through what could only be described as stubborn engineering. "War Prime," her tactical officer chittered nervously. "The humans are not retreating. Our bioships are detecting unusual energy signatures from their vessels." Vexithara's mandibles clicked in annoyance. Every other species had recognized the futility of resistance. The Altarians had surrendered after losing a single patrol. The crystal beings of Proxima had offered tribute the moment Zaphirian ships entered their system. "Activate the fear plague," she commanded. "Flood their communications with the psychic resonance of terror. Let them feel the weight of inevitable defeat." Nehal's head snapped up as alien frequencies pierced the communication arrays. "Admiral, they're broadcasting some kind of psionic attack. The computer is registering it as an attempt to induce panic and despair." Around the bridge, several officers grimaced as the alien influence pressed against their minds, whispering of futility and death. But Adnan noticed something the Zaphirians had not accounted for. Humans had been living with their own internal voices of doubt and fear for millennia. They'd learned to function despite them. "All hands," he announced calmly. "You may be experiencing some discomfort. This is normal. Remember your training, remember why we're here, and remember that we've faced worse odds before." The human fleet began to move, not in the rigid formations preferred by most galactic militaries, but in loose, adaptive clusters that shifted and flowed like schools of predatory fish. Each group operated semi-independently, responding to local conditions while maintaining overall coordination. War Prime Vexithara watched in disbelief as the human ships accelerated directly toward her vastly superior force. This was not tactical withdrawal or desperate ramming. It was something she had never encountered in 12,000 years of conquest. It was calculated aggression. The first exchange of fire revealed the true horror of human ingenuity. While Zaphirian bioships relied on evolutionary perfection, humans had turned their chaos into strength. Some ships launched conventional missiles while others fired experimental energy weapons. Mining lasers had been repurposed into ship killers. Even civilian vessels contributed, using their cargo bays to deploy clouds of kinetic projectiles. "They fight like a virus," hissed the tactical officer as human ships swarmed around the larger Zaphirian vessels. "Each one uses different tactics. Our adaptive defenses cannot compensate quickly enough. But the true shock came when the first Zaphirian bioship fell. Instead of continuing their attack, the humans immediately swarmed the wreckage. Within minutes, they had extracted samples of organic technology and begun broadcasting analysis to their entire fleet. War Prime, the tactical officer's voice carried a note of panic. They're learning. Each ship they destroy makes their remaining vessels more effective against us. Nahal coordinated the data streams, her expertise in xenobiology, proving invaluable as human scientists dissected Zaphirian biotechnology in real time. Admiral, we've identified a weakness in their neural network integration. If we can disrupt the synaptic pathways with a specific EM frequency, do it, Adnan ordered without hesitation. The tide of battle shifted as human ships began broadcasting the disruptive frequency. Zaphirian bioships evolved to be perfect predators, suddenly found themselves fighting opponents who could adapt faster than biological evolution allowed. War Prime Vexithara felt something she had not experienced in centuries: uncertainty. Her perfect fleet was being dismantled by creatures who seemed to view warfare as an engineering problem to be solved. As the last Zaphirian vessel retreated into hyperspace, Adnan stood on his bridge surrounded by the controlled chaos of human victory. They had not won through superior technology or overwhelming force, but through the most fundamentally human trait of all: the refusal to accept that any problem was unsolvable. Sir, Nahal reported, we're receiving communications from 17 different species in the Outer Rim. They want to know if the rumors are true, if someone finally stood up to the Zaphirians. Adnan smiled grimly. The galaxy was about to learn that humanity's greatest weapon wasn't any particular technology or tactic. It was simply the stubborn, chaotic, beautiful refusal to give up. The age of galactic predators was ending. The age of human ingenuity had begun.